Tennessee Tech head coach Bobby Wilder, the team 52-28 winners at Lindenwood this past week. They are home. They're going to host Southeast Missouri this Saturday. So, Coach, some thoughts about your team, and we'll go to some questions.
The philosopher Mike Tyson once said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And we got punched in the mouth at Lindenwood. This first game, we didn't score on the opening drive. As a matter of fact, we didn't score in the first quarter. We were down 7-0 and found a way to battle back. The weather, just tough on both teams. We had a 60-minute delay in the second quarter. Then we had a 90-minute delay in the fourth quarter. We didn't get home till 3 a.m. Sunday morning, and it was a battle. They played really good football. Good job by Jed, his staff. They had good scheme. Nate Glantz was exceptional in this game. Their quarterback, I believe, Nate Glantz and our quarterback Keikoa Vesperis are two of the top 10 quarterbacks in the FCS, and Nate played sensational. And this was a close game coming out of, Kyle, the last delay. We had the 90-minute delay with 10 minutes to go in the fourth. We were up 38-28, and then we scored two touchdowns to win 52-28. But good opponent, good scheme, proud of our players, the way we handled a lot of adversity and getting punched in the mouth in a bunch of different ways.
What do you do during those delays to keep the team loose and ready to go when you go back?
We have a system that we adhere to, because this is our third bad weather game this year. We had one last year. We played at Middle Tennessee, had a 3-hour delay. So we have a system in terms of what we do when they stretch, or if we're going to be an extended delay, taking the pads off, what we do nutritionally, hydration, meeting with coaches, just try to keep them active mentally and physically.
Do the coaches stretch too during the delays?
Yeah, we definitely needed to stretch.
Well, let's talk about the rushing. 311 yards rushing this week. So a great performance there by everything involved in that rushing attack.
Yeah, very excited with the offensive line, how they performed. We had a couple of our backup ones that stepped into this game and played well. What we're finding is that the ability to share the ball right now in the backfield, and then the ability for Keikoa Vesperis to add to the run game. This is his third straight game being over 70 yards in net rushing in the game, along with a touchdown. He had a big touchdown in the second quarter that got us going, ignited our sideline. Quintel Quinn is leading the nation in yards after contact. He had 16 carries for 135 yards, and the big one that put it away at the end, the 58-yarder. And Kadarius Jennings is, they've each scored 7 touchdowns. Kadarius was 14 for 85 with a touchdown. So the balance we have, the number of players that can run it, it's helped us maintain being a balanced offense and really being able to run the ball efficiently every game this year.
I don't know if it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we talked about Noah Robinson. He now has 6 touchdowns, which is tied for the most. He just seems to make some big plays for you all the time.
Yeah, he does. You're right about that. He's been very consistent with that. He's deserving of the touchdowns. He's one of our hardest workers in terms of run blocking. He takes tremendous pride in working at it, and it's good to see him, especially at the end of the game. It was fourth down that he caught his touchdown pass towards really our last drive of the game, a 29-yarder that put the game out of reach.
Let's talk about your opponent then, SEMO, and they have had the last 2 games with a redshirt freshman quarterback after their injuries. What have you seen from them?
Impressed with Tuke, have been gotten to know him these past 22 months that I've been here. His teams are they're always good. They always play good football. They've had a really challenging opening schedule. They played at number 1 North Dakota State. They played the 16th ranked Southern Illinois team at home. They had a money game to open the year, Arkansas State, and you can see this generally happens with a team that Tuke's involved with. They start to hit their stride. The quarterback's playing good football for them. They have good scheme. They always do in all 3 phases, and very impressed with what they've done the last 2 weeks, winning the league game. And it's exciting to be playing another game that's got, first place implications in it. We're undefeated. They've got 1 loss. We remember how badly they beat us last year at their place, 34-3. And it's exciting to play in these games when you get towards the end of October.
As you mentioned that you're in first place by yourself. There's a bunch of teams with 1 loss though, which I guess is not unique, but there's a bunch of teams looking when they face you later in the year. Can you just talk about, I guess, that tightness in the standing?
Yeah, I love that. That's the great thing about college football and being in a league, whatever league you're in. There's four teams right now that only have one loss at this point, and we got to play three of them. We've got SEMO, and then Gardner Webb comes to town. You've also got Martin, who's really gotten hot lately. Hey, how cool is that? Jason Simpson getting to go see his boy play. I texted him Sunday. I'm going to talk to him in a couple of days, but I was so excited for him to get to go to Alabama, see his son play. They're playing really good football right now. Martin is. So you're starting to see, like last year, Kyle, this happen with a lot of teams once they get past their money games and start to get some guys back healthy. This league will start to play stronger and be stronger, I believe, towards the end of the season.
You've been gone. You've been gone for 2 weeks in a row. So just the thoughts about being at home in front of that crowd again.
This is exciting. I'm told the team after the game that was our three of our first four games in the league were on the road, which means now three of our last four league games are at home. That's a big advantage for us. We played really good football at home. We're undefeated at home this year. It's a special place for us to play. It's that 53 by 120 that we get to practice on, we get to play on every day. You mentioned the home crowd and having our people back. So this was such an important stretch, Kyle, these last two games to have to travel to Charleston Southern, a charter, and get home, early in the morning. And then this one with the delays to Lindenwood, 6.5 hour bus ride there, 6.5 back, not getting home till 3 a.m. To win both those games on the road is really good for our program and speaks a lot to the character of the players and the coaches.
Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck this week, and then we'll talk to you again next Tuesday.
You got it. Thank you, Kyle.